This video is presented by Western and Southern Financial Group, a game plan for your financial future. Every great team starts with a strong foundation, and your future should too. With life insurance built like a championship roster, Western and Southern helps protect what matters most so you can focus on winning today while planning for tomorrow. Whether you're just starting out your journey, building your dynasty, or ready to retire like a champion, Western and Southern has the right play for your life stage. Visit westernsouthern.com to get your free life insurance quote today. Western and Southern, built to win. The Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals here. You want to talk about the Ravens or the Bengals side of things?
I'll go with the Ravens defense. And, for as much as we talk about the Ravens, they've made improvements in the back seven. Kyle Hamilton playing kind of this pseudo linebacker roles made him a lot better in run defense. But if there is one big problem this Ravens defense has, it's getting to the quarterback. Trevor, they have the third lowest pass rush grade in the NFL. They have the fourth lowest pressure rate. And I was actually shocked to learn this when I was prepping for this game. The Ravens are dead last in pass rush win rate. They just can't get after quarterbacks. And the Bengals the last 2 weeks, in part because they've played this Ravens team and the Bills without Joey Bosa last week, they've got the best pass blocking grade since Joe Burrow returned the last two games. And obviously he helps getting rid of the ball quickly and setting protections and everything like that. But this Ravens team, if you can't get after a quarterback like Joe Burrow, he's going to tear you up again. And he seems obviously to make a habit of it. He did it twice last year. He did it on Thanksgiving night. He has no reason to believe he can't do it again if his offensive line is for a rare time going to win the battle again against this Ravens team. He could just put up too many points in clean pockets for the Ravens to win this game. And then they tried to blitz him in that Thanksgiving game, and he had a 90 passing grade against the blitz. So, I think the Bengals did a great job in the first game. First of all, keeping the football away from Kyle Hamilton, right? Setting up formations where Hamilton was going to go to the passing strength of the offense, to that side, the passing strength of the offensive formation, and then getting the ball away from him. Now, can you do it every play? No, because Kyle Hamilton makes plays. It's what he does. He's a superstar, but they did a great job of keeping things away from him, attacking Marlon Humphrey in the slot, attacking Teddy Buchanan at linebacker. But at the end of the day, all of this is possible because the Ravens don't have a pass rush. We even saw it against Aaron Rodgers last week. Too many clean pockets, too many vertical shots down the field from clean pockets, especially in the first half of that game. The Ravens have to find some way to pressure Burrow or they're going to be in big trouble again on defense.
Yeah, I agree. And then obviously the Bengals faced this team, 2 weeks ago, and they whooped them. And I think that, okay, again, like we've talked about here on the show a lot, it's hard to beat a team twice. I get it. But when you see them this close to when you beat them previously, it's hard for me to think that the game is going to go too drastically different, especially when we've got a lot of themes and stats to say, hey, this is kind of your identity here in the 2025 season. For the Ravens, I look at the run game, and the run game for them was extremely dominant last year, and it's just not the same this season. Through 14 weeks, so I'm using the same sample size, in 2024, so last season, they had an elite 91.8 rushing grade as a team. This year, 75.3. That's completely different. That's not even the same level of dominance. 5.7 yards per carry average last year, 5.1 this year. 2.1 yards before contact average last year, 1.9 this year. And then this is the number, Dalton, that is really, I think, the biggest difference maker here. And this is how you get the big gap between their rushing grade this year versus last year. They had, through 14 weeks, 93 missed tackles forced in the run game. This year, they only have 46. They're just not nearly as dynamic of a team. Now, the offensive line's not holding up nearly as well, but Lamar Jackson's not the runner that he has the potential to be, that we have seen him be in years past. Derrick Henry looks like he's a step slow when it comes to maybe not like top speed and that speed to power conversion that he has as a runner, but the wiggle, truly making guys miss. It's just not the same here for the Baltimore Ravens, and unfortunately, that's what you want to be able to do against the Bengals. You want to be able to hold on to the ball, control things, own the time possession, and keep Joe Burrow on his sideline. And you talk about them not having a lot in pass rush. I don't think they have enough in the run game, because certainly when you go to the pass game, that has its own frustrations. If it's not a big Zay Flowers day, what is it for this team? They haven't been explosive running the football. The tight end passing game has been hot and cold. So have all of the receivers outside of Zay Flowers. It's just hard to look at this Ravens team and feel good about them going into any matchup, especially one that they just lost pretty easily a couple of weeks ago. So, look, all that to say, I'm saying this out loud, which means that I'm sure I'm going to get burned for it. It's a week-to-week league. I'll take the Bengals 28-23. I think it's going to be closer than it was last time, but it's much harder for me to buy into the Ravens winning this game than it is me buying into the Bengals now being able to win this one at home.
No, I'm with you. The only two games really this year where their pass defenses look consistently good for 60 minutes were their two games against the Browns. Those are the two highest pass rush grades of the year. They're the two highest coverage grades of the year by far. So when they haven't played Cleveland, they've really struggled in pass defense, and this is not the team you want to struggle against. I think Joe Burrow and the Bengals get it done. I think they keep themselves at least alive for another week. Bengals 27, Ravens 21.